coach of Australia, Tim Nielsen's been good enough to join us on CATV. Tim, thanks for joining us, mate. Perfect day in Perth and a great way to start the international summer.
Yeah, very much so. I'm looking forward to it. It's we've had a couple of good days lead up. We've got a couple of new faces in the group today. They're all excited and looking forward to their chance. And the biggest challenge we have this morning is keeping them under a tight rein until 3 or 4 o'clock this afternoon when they can get out and have a run around. So it's a long day today. Most blokes are awake about 9 o'clock eastern side time, which is about 6 o'clock here, so she turns into about 12 hours before we start. So no, we're looking forward to the day.
Speaking of eastern time, 6 New South Welshman, 6 Victorians. It's a different composition to the side. How is the feeling within the group?
There certainly is a different mix, I suppose. It made it easy yesterday when we had our pre-warm-up game of footy, because it was New South Wales versus Victoria and the rest of us were left out. So,
what sort of footy was it?
Well, we started off with Aussie rules and then they went to rugby after that. So, but no, it is different. I'm not sure that I've ever been involved with an Australian team where there has been such a distinct two halves as such. As there's usually been a couple of others from around the place. I suppose that's done or been helped this time by the likes of Johnson and Hussey playing Sheffield Shield cricket, and you know, a couple of new younger faces coming in. I suppose it makes a bit of sense also in that with 2020 cricket, Victoria have been the standouts over the last couple of years, the last 4 or 5 years in domestic cricket, and therefore they've got a big part of the squad. And New South Wales have won a Champions League and played well in Australia also, so you'd expect that their players would be the ones that are ready to go. So yeah, it's funny, but it's a good mix.
So much hype obviously about the Ashes. Is it hard to contain that sort of hype when you've got very important matches beforehand with a 2020 and 3 one-days, or with that injection of new players? Is that actually a benefit to you?
Yeah, very much so. I to be honest, a lot of the hype is outside of our control and outside of our stuff. We're all just worried about tonight. We know that we've got 3 one-days against Sri Lanka as well. They're a quality side. You know, they've been playing well. They played good Test match cricket and one-day cricket in the last little while, so it's a big challenge for us. And you know, just as importantly, we're playing in front of our home crowd here in Australia. It's important for us to put on a good show and get some good results. So, yeah, the Ashes is bubbling away in the background, but at the moment the real focus is this kind of mini-series against Sri Lanka that we go into first. Plenty
of opportunities for blokes all around Australia, and again, when you play limited overs cricket, to then press claims for the Test match as well.
Yeah, very much so. You know, the 3 one-days will be important. They're all over in 5 days. So there'll be a chance if somebody can get on a roll, really put some numbers up in front of the selectors and keep their name up there. But having said that, also that, you know, all of our players are scheduled to play a couple of Shield games before the first Test match. So for the first time in a couple of years, we've got a really good lead-in period to a big Australian summer. We don't usually have the luxury of playing Sheffield Shield cricket. I'm not sure how long it's been since the likes of Clark and Ponting and these sort of guys have gone back and played for their states, but it's probably 2 or 3 years. And that'll be a perfect platform for them to set themselves up individually and get their minds around red ball cricket and back ready to go before the first Test in Brisbane.
It's an exciting summer. Good luck, and good luck tonight.
Thank you. Ta.